generation. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. Then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Blount. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That one against the Pro Bowl center, Jason Kelce. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Third down and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go Wentz to Blount here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. Nice footwork at the 25. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Go.
They run again with Hunt. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Blunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, here's Blunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And tough starting field position here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he completes it to Wilson.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were...
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 41 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wentz on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Donnie Jones set to punt it away now in his 14th year in the NFL. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Out to the right here to Wilson. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now Wentz to try again after the pick-6. Ertz has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it. They demand it, and they get them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's got Smith here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27. Yard line. On first down, Wentz. It's complete. This is Brent Selleck. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Wentz now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Wentz again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston. From his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there. Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles? Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In my book, that's running the ball well
but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Here we go on 1st and 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And it's the Steelers who've moved out in front in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Three yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, here's Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Green 39.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Sproles, the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw, it's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephants?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now blunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing now is Wentz. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tomahali with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good thing.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Tomahali in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. This is Hunt, and he loses the football a second time, and the Eagles have recovered. Philadelphia getting set to take the field, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And tough starting field position here. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Set! Leopard! Leopard! No. Check, Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go.
Now Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal